South Korean police have identified the body of the fugitive owner of the Sewol ferry, which capsized last April and killed more than 300 people. While another ceasefire is sought between Israel and Palestinian militant group Hamas as the death toll rises in the Gaza conflict. Cecille Lardizabal has the latest news overseas.
More world leaders call for a truce over the conflict in Gaza Strip as the death toll from the unrest climbed to over 500. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon are among the latest to seek a ceasefire between Israel and Palestine militant group Hamas.
I fully understand, fully sympathize the sufferings of the Palestinian people, particularly in Gaza. At the same time, I fully appreciate the legitimate right to defend their country and citizens of Israel. I'm asking that Hamas should immediately stop firing rockets. Therefore, at this time, our first and foremost effort should be focused on ending violence.
While the UN Secretary General expressed his sympathies, Kerry said the move to stop bloodshed will be up to Hamas.
We are both here in support of and in an effort to help get implemented the Egyptian initiative for the ceasefire. Israel and Egypt have encouraged that, and Israel has accepted that ceasefire proposal. So only Hamas now needs to make the decision to spare innocent civilians from this violence.
Kerry's with Ban in Cairo, Egypt to meet with top officials in a bid to de-escalate tensions in the conflict-laden Gaza Strip. In South Korea, police say the body found in the southern part of the country last month belongs to the fugitive businessman whose family owned the operator of the sunken Sewol ferry that killed over 300 people last April. Authorities identify the badly decomposed body of Yoo Byung-un, who had a bounty of nearly $500,000 over allegations of embezzlement, negligence, and tax evasion. Suncheon police say the announcement has been delayed due to the forensic investigation on DNA that took 40 days. They add the time of death is still unclear as the body is already decayed by more than 80%. Items recovered near the body, however, included a book written by Yoo, as well as an empty bottle of a shark liver oil product made by a Yoo family company. Yoo has been tagged as the country's most wanted man after the Sewol ferry crewmen blamed the vessel's operator for failing to keep its ships safe. And in the U.S., the widow of a chain smoker who died of lung cancer 18 years ago has been awarded over $23 billion in her lawsuit against the country's second biggest cigarette maker. Cynthia Robinson sued R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company back in 2008 over the death of her husband, Michael Johnson, saying the firm conspired to conceal the health dangers and addictive nature of its products. Robinson recounts her husband smoked daily before dying of lung cancer in 1996 at the age of 36. Following a 4-week trial and 11 hours of deliberation, a Florida jury issued a verdict granting compensatory damages of $7.3 million to the widow and the couple's child, as well as $9.6 million to Johnson's son from a previous relationship. An additional $23.6 billion in punitive damages was added by the jury after another 7 hours of deliberation. A lawyer for Robinson says, though, their camp's victory is more than just about money, but also about standing up to big companies and speaking up for the voiceless. Cecille Lardizabal reporting.